Hello everyone. A very pleasant good afternoon to everyone present over here. My name is Prabhakar Kulkarni and I'm the GDSC lead of Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College, Bidar. And I'm studying I'm pursuing my engineering degree from this college itself. And I am in fourth year presently from Information Science and Engineering Department. Okay, so today I'll only take a few minutes of yours because I just wanted to tell you how important this program is for the registered people and also the people who haven't registered and got the confirmation mail. This also serves equally important for you guys because if not now, you're gonna learn in future. This cloud technology is the hot topic of the IT industry, so it's very important for each one of us to understand the fundamentals of the topic. So, firstly, let me tell you, we are one of the luckiest colleges in India because we have more than 70 registrations. Okay. So, all over India, there were only 50,000 registrations launched by Google. So 50,000 all over India, it's a big number. Trust me, it's a very big number. But at the same time, it seems to be very short because there are thousands, hundreds of engineering colleges, and there are thousands of students who were trying to register for this cloud program. As soon as this program, the link for the registration link for this program was launched, trust me, it got crashed because there were more than 20-30,000 people trying to register for this cloud program at once. So due to this, the server got crashed, and from that day of registration, from 2 to 3 days from that particular day, this program took internet by storm. You know, you can go and watch videos on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. 30 days of cloud organized by Google is trend. They are giving you quality, giving you credits and what can mail and who got registered for this particular program. So the main motive behind me telling all this is very important. Understand the importance and learn effectively because students who are not enrolled in this program, they are a little disappointed. I heard from different colleges they are still trying to share the accounts, but it's not very possible because the certification which is provided by Google will only provide to the registered person, and the only criteria for getting the certificate is you should complete all the labs and attempt optional MCQs exams, and there will be series of tests which will be comprising of MCQ questions and other textual questions, descriptive answer questions as well. So that all part will Mansi and Nasser will take care of it. So for now, I am here to tell you the importance of this particular program because so many students around so many thousands of students are they weren't able to register for this particular program only because there were a lot of there was a lot of traffic for registering this program, and 50,000 got confirmation mail from all over the India. Now you understand there are colleges in India including degree colleges like BCA, BCom, and other colleges as well, other engineering colleges as well. So you understand how important this program is for you. And it's only for your benefit. And we feel lucky that this was only possible after the effective. They have really worked hard to get to explain the process of register. Difficult because the server was inaccessible. Sometimes it got crashed and so many problems they faced. But in the end, we have more than 70 students who have confirmation mails in their hand. That means they are enrolled for this program and they have credits in Quick Lab. The credits actually are paid credits. I'm telling you again and again because Google materials you will not get anywhere for free. You have to pay thousands of rupees, not even hundreds. You have to pay thousands of rupees. So all these things I had to mention, and I feel this program is very much important for the people who are not even they are clear about what they wanted to do. This is the best opportunity. You can take this. You can go with cloud. Trust me, you can do research on your own on the internet as well. And this particular domain, the cloud engineering, is booming in the industry. So trust me, this is very helpful for your your IT career. Non IT students, non CSE students, this is also important for you all guys, because now everyone nowadays, everyone from tier 2 or 3 colleges, they are mostly opting for the IT industries. So this is how the trend is. So I request you to understand the importance and go thoroughly and complete all the quick labs. See, we will be coming with cloud 2 now. This is the cloud 1. This is the cloud campaign 1. Later on, we will be coming with more advanced versions. How you can be compatible with the advanced version? Only when you will be learning the basics which will be explained in the cloud campaign 1. So this campaign will establish a baseline for learning the second campaign and for enhancing your cloud engineering skills. So now the main key players of this campaign are Mansi and Nasir. And I also like to thank Mansi Pathak and Sidra Mappa, also Sneha, and also my team members, core team members who are effectively working hard, very hard for, making students register, making students understand the importance of this cloud program. And I would like to mention few names. And from my core teams, Sneha Jagdish, Rakshita, and Aman, and a few students, Mansi Joshi, and all these students were, uh, taking much initiative and telling their friends and other peers to register for this program, because we only can grow when we share our knowledge. So this is the best opportunity. Mansi Joshi will be taking this first campaign, and she is the facilitator for this program. She will take a complete walkthrough, how to start, how to get your credits, how to do everything. She will explain. This is not the end. This is the first session. We will be having a few more sessions. They are lined up back to back. Maybe we were trying for offline, but due to some reasons we couldn't continue with that. So this is the first virtual meet, and I promise we'll try our best to host offline events, which will be of very importance for you guys, because online you can learn, you can get the video version, but offline is somewhat effective when you have physical interaction. So okay, I want Mansi to start now. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhakar. Now, our friend Mansi, who is a co-tech lead and also cloud facilitator, will be guiding us with the 30 days of cloud.
Yeah. Is my voice audible?
Yes, Mansi.
Yes, carry on.
Is my screen visible? Hello?
No.
Yes, it is.
Visible.
Yeah. Hi everyone. This is Mansi J, co-lead of tech team of Google Developer Student Club in GNDC Bidar. I am facilitating the Cloud Campaign 1, that is 30 days of Google Cloud. Here we will be guiding you through the campaign, a gateway to a software industry. And there is a popular quote, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. So in order to survive in the software field, you need to be updated and skilled with new and the latest trending technologies. Yeah, and one such is a Google Cloud Services. What's the Google then? What's the cloud then? Before answering this question, what is the cloud? Is my slide not visible to you? Hello?
No, Mansi. Kindly share your screen.
Now?
Yes, it is.
Now is it visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, in order to survive in the software field, you need to be updated and skilled with the new and the latest trending technology. And one such is a Google Cloud Services. So, what's the cloud then? Before answering this question, what is cloud? So, I'm going to go through three different stages and then how the companies and the people use computers. And then it's going to end as you can see in the cloud and get to know what it actually is. So, I said three different stages. The first stage is premises, and the second one is time sharing, and the third one's come cloud. Then, what is this premises? It acts as a primitive cloud with two or more people accessing it. There was a client and server computing, which is basically a centralized storage in which all the software applications, all the data, all the controls are resided on the server side. If a single user want to access a specific data or run a program, he or she needs to connect to the server access, and then he or she can do his or her business. So what if within a day, if thousands of users started using it, at at the end it leads to crashing, because one server is not going to handle a traffic. So that it is called as scaling. That phenomenon is come to know that it is a scaling. So, one found some companies, some MNCs and companies like IBM, what if they have over budgeted and they have like some 100 to 200 computers that are not being used? Then one smart person said that, hey, what if we rent out these computers? We rent out to some startups and make money out of it. Let's allow other startup to rent out this computer for certain amount of time so that we can make a passive income. So that's how they got the idea called time sharing. Many startups started doing this and making money out of it. And being this in the trend, these MNCs thought that what if we provide some additional services on top of this infrastructure. However, they are providing their computers on the rent and making money out of it. We are providing them infrastructure. In plus addition to that infrastructures, if you provide some additional services, then the additional services, the suite of services that was created is what's called cloud. So you might be now having some brief picture that what cloud exactly is. Yeah, cloud connectors, cloud refers to the servers, services assist over the internet and the software and database that run on those servers. Cloud servers are located in the data center all over the world. By using cloud computing, users and the company do not have to manage physical servers or run the software applications on their machines. Yeah, this cloud is divided into three umbrellas, which are nothing but infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as the service. What is this infrastructure as the service? Where the users needs to manage the OS and its applications. Whereas platform of the service is nothing but all the users provides is the application. Software as the service, the users supply the data. Then you come across a word also called as GCP. What is this GCP now? Then what is this GCP? It is nothing but Google Cloud Platform. Is a basic sense, is a infrastructure and the platform as the service. For example, in the left hand side, you take it as a infrastructure as a service and platform as a service comes under GCP, whereas software as a service comes under Google Suite. In this GCP, you can run your code, store your data, things like that. Many things you can do over it. And whereas G Suite is the thing like Google Documents, Google Drive, that is software as a services. Even this G Suite has a tons of APIs that you can use to enhance the GCP experiences. And they use a lot of same consoles. So you should really look into that as well. So on GCP, you can do a lot of things. Firstly, you can run a code, you can spin out the virtual machines. Now you have some idea that what is GCP is. Coming to the next, here cloud computing has the five fundamental characteristics that is on demand self services. What does it mean? Manufacturing organization uses the web self-services portal as an interface to assess their cloud accounts to see their cloud services they need to. It means you don't require any human interventions that is needed to get your resources. Cloud automatically does this work. So you don't require any human intervention in this. Next comes broad network access. Cloud computing resources are available over the network and can be accessed by diverse customer platforms. In other words, you can also say it as cloud services are available over the network, ideally highly broad bandwidth communication link such as ideally internet on the internet, or in the case of private clouds it could be a local area network. And coming to the next, which is nothing but resource pooling means that multiple customers are serviced from the same physical resources providers, and the resource pooling should be very large and flexible enough to the service multiple client requirements. Rapid elasticity. One of the great things about the cloud computing is the ability of quickly provision resources in the cloud as manufacturing organization need them, and then to remove them when they don't need them. So it means nothing but that flexibility. If they want, then the cloud people will be providing it. If they don't want, it removes automatically. In some cases, the resources are scaled up and down rapidly. In such cases, automatically it responds to the business demands. And the last comes this measured services. This means that a cloud resources usage or the storage in the cloud gets monitored, measured, and reported by the cloud service provider. The cost model is based on pay for what you use pay for what you use. The payment is variable based on the actual consumption by the manufacturing organizations. Yeah, then next comes Google Cloud offers a range of compute services. Now, what are these compute services? These compute services are nothing but the cloud computing fabric controller via a series of instructions used by the applicant systems. So Google Cloud provides you or offers you a five compute services, in which the first one is the compute engine. Compute engine is the infrastructure as the service, the component of the Google Cloud platform, which is built on the global infrastructures that runs the Google search engine, Gmail, YouTube, and other services. Google Compute Engines enables users to launch the virtual machine on demand. Then the next is Google Kubernetes Engine. This simplicity of the platform as the services. When used on the cloud, it utilizes the flexibility of the infrastructure as the service and enables the portability and simplicity scaling and empowering infrastructure vendors to provision the robust software as the service business model. And next is App Engine. Google App Engine is a platform as the service product where the app engine requires that app to be written in the Java or the Python, store data in the Google Big Table, or uses a Google query languages. Non-complement applications also require the modification to use the app engine. So the next comes cloud function. Cloud functions allow you to trigger your data from Google Cloud, Firebase, and the Google Assistants, or call it directly from the web, mobile, or the backends. So in this, You don't require any server manager. Which means that you deploy your code or let the Google run and scale it for you. Avoid lock in the open technologies, which uses the resources as a FAAS, which is nothing but function as the services, where you can run your code in response to the events and scale it automatically. Cloud Run, and the last comes Cloud Run, which is nothing but Cloud Run is the managed compute platforms that enables you to run the containers that are invocable via request or the events. This Cloud Run is the serverless, which abstracts away all the infrastructure management so you can focus on what matters to you the most, that is building the great applications. Both these cloud functions and cloud run both are the serverless management. So then you might get a question that then what is the difference between this cloud function and cloud run? There is a difference. It might be they both are serverless, but there is a difference that cloud functions let you to deploy the code functions written in a limited set of programming languages, while Cloud Run lets you deploy the container images using the programming language of your own choice. And coming to the next, even Google Cloud offers a range of storage devices. So Google Clouds offers you a five range of storage devices that are Cloud Bigtable, Cloud Storage, Cloud SQL, Cloud Spanner, and Data Store. So what is this Cloud Bigtable? Cloud Bigtable is sparsely populated table that can scale to billions of rows and thousands of columns, enabling you to store the terabytes of data. It supports the high read and write throughput at the low latency, and it is an ideal data sources of mapping reduce the operation. Cloud storage is cloud computing model that stores the data on the internet through a cloud computing providers who manage and operate the data store as the service. It's delivered on the demand with the first in the time, capacity, and the cost, and eliminates buying and managing your own data store infrastructure. What is this SQL? SQL is fully managed database service that helps you to set up, maintain, manage, and administer your relational database on the Google Cloud platform. You can use the Cloud SQL with a MySQL, or even you can use it through a SQL servers. Spanner. Spanner is nothing but it's a distributed SQL database management and storage service developed by the Google. It provides the features such as global transactions, strongly consistent reads, and automatic multi-site replicants, and it also shows you your failure. Data store. Google Cloud Data Store is highly scalable, fully managed, NoSQL database services offered by the Google on the Google Cloud platform. Cloud storage is something that allows you to save data and files in an off-site locations that you can access it either through a public internet or through a dedicated private network communication. And here next comes who uses this GCP? What's great about it? Yeah, this GCP, that is Google Cloud Platform, offered by the Google, is a suite of cloud computing services that runs on the same infrastructure that Google uses internally for its end users products, such as your Google search, Gmail, file storage, and even the YouTube uses the GCP as well. Even there are some cloud gaming services also, and some successful companies like LinkedIn, SAP, Facebook, Intel, and the makers of Candy Crush all uses GCP. Here, some cloud also bring out the career opportunity for the cloud engineers. Even the most of the software cloud engineers have a great career opportunity in cloud engineering. With all this in the mind, you might get excited about learning what is cloud and what how this GCP works. So Google Cloud of India has come up with a program that is 30 days of Google Cloud. This program that is limited to the 50K students across India. GDSC provides an opportunity with the students and the classmates. Basically, they provide you free credits and free cloud services in which you can learn. So what are the benefits? How can you do hands-on lab? All this which are provided by our GDSC will be explained by Nasir. Nasir, you can continue.
Thank you, Mansi. Am I audible? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Nasir.
Yeah,
Yes,
Nasir,
Nasir.
you are
Yes, Nasir, you are.
Okay. Good morning, one and all present here. Myself, Mohammad Nasir, from 5th semester, Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College, from EC department. Mansi, next slide, please. Yeah, let's come to benefits of the Google Cloud program. Since it is a limited exit program, there are lots of benefits to which you can align. So in this 30 days of Google Cloud program, you can do hands-on experience on learning real-world skills on the Google Cloud console using Quick Labs. There will be a challenge lab at the end of every Quick Lab topic to prove that you are acquiring necessary knowledge. You will also be provided a positive credits to learn about the skills, and finally you can share your accomplishment, and you can share your skill badges that you have earning from completing this course, and you can share these certificates by Google in LinkedIn and other social networking sites. Okay, and you can there are basically two tracks. Coming to track one, this is cloud engineering, and second one is data science and machine learning. And let's begin with cloud engineering track one. You can earn in this course 6 badges, that is creating and managing cloud resources and performing fundamental infrastructure tasks in Google Clouds, and set up and configure cloud environment in Google Clouds, and deploy and manage cloud environment with Google Clouds, building and rescue network in Google Cloud, deploy to Kubernetes in Google Clouds. Track one is all about cloud engineering, and it is all about exploring deploying solution elements like networking system and application services. And coming to track 2, this is all about data science and machine learning. This is for who enthusiasts in machine learning, and where you can learn and deploy demonstrate on key data and machine learning topics. This also have 6 badges, which is creating and managing resources, cloud resources, and cloud fundamental data ML and artificial intelligence tasks in Google Cloud, and insight from data with BigQuery, and engineering data in Google Clouds, integrated with machine learning APIs, exploring machine learning model with explainable AIs. And now coming to rewards for the students. There are basically 2 options. Who complete track 1, in option 1, who complete only track 1, either track 1 or track 2, um, he get t-shirt plus stickers. And the second option is, if a participant completes both tracks, is track 1 and track 2, he get t-shirts plus laptop bag plus water bottle and stickers. Now remaining presentation will take over by Mansi. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nasir. Coming with the next, what that is Quick Labs. Where what is this Quick Labs in this 30 days of Google Cloud? Where you'll be having a hands-on lab demonstrations. Quick Labs are the hands-on labs, where the hands-on labs is an online learning environment along with the set of instructions to walk all through a live and the real world. scenario based on the cases. In this lab, you have an access to actual environment you want to learn about and a simulating or a demo environment. Now I'll be directly showing you with the Quick Labs console where you can start your labs. Just a second.
Yeah, before starting this lab, before starting, you have to create your account in the Quick Lab. I have created my account already. You can see it over here. And then you can see here there are many quests, and each quest contain few labs, and the end you have a challenge lab just to test your understanding. So coming to this quest, we have a create and manage cloud resources according to our track. So create and manage cloud resources. When you completely do this quest completely, then you'll be getting 14 credits. Okay, in this quest you have some 5 labs, and at the end you have one lab called challenge lab just to test your understanding. So today I'll be demonstrating creating a virtual machine. When you click on this lab, you can see here there is a start button. When you click on this, your countdown starts and you have to complete your lab in 40 minutes. And on the right side, you can see the score of this lab is 100. In between, you may get some tasks to check and some multiple choice question in between. While doing the lab, you have to attend that to get a good scoring. Yeah. When you click on the start button, you'll be getting your username, password, and GCP ID, which are used to which you'll be using to continue your lab, and 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 you can enter into your cloud console. Here, this 3 bars indicates this is your navigation button, and in the cloud console, in the top right toolbar, here the red indications, this is your active cloud shell. When you enter into a cloud shell, here you have to copy your command. This is a copy button. When you copy your command and paste it here to get a output. Let's start doing our lab. First you have to click on the start button. Yeah. In this lab, it cost of 1 credit, so you have to spend your 1 credit from your subscription. Use subscription. See, your countdown starts. This is your username, password, and the project ID, which is unique for each and every project. So open the Google console. And go back to the tab and copy your username and paste it over here. Next. Copy your password and paste it over here. Next. Accept. Now you are going to enter into a cloud console. As I shown previously, this is nothing but your navigation button. Yeah, you have to agree all the terms and conditions, agree and continue. Yeah, go back to the tab and here read the instructions carefully. What they have given step by step, you should start doing your lab. Yeah, first they said that when you enter your console, you'll be getting all these unique IDs. Yeah, you got to know that. And after that, you signed in and use your password. This is the navigation button which you have seen. And to activate your Cloud Shell, you have to click on the top right toolbar. This is your toolbar. Here, activate the Cloud Shell. Click on Continue to activate your Cloud Console. Welcome to your Cloud Shell. This is your Cloud Shell. You have to start doing your project over here. Go back and check. Here's our list of some commands. Here is a command. You have to copy it and check whether you'll get the same output or not. Yeah, click, copy it, go back and paste it over here. Give a authorization to them. Yeah, your account have been active, and go back and click on the another command, paste it over here. You're getting the output as it is mentioned over here. Yeah, understanding regions and zones. Here they have given some regions and zones. First task is create a new instance from the Cloud Console. You have to create your new instance. How to create your new instance? In the Cloud Console, on the navigation button, click on the Compute Engine and VM instance, which is nothing but your virtual machine instance, and click on the Create. Now let's do this. Click on your navigation button. Click on Compute Engine and your VM instance. And create an instance. Go back and you have created your instance now. Then what are the fields? You have to change the field, and here is a value. Name of your instance. What is the name of your instance? It is GCE Lab. You have to change it there. And region is US Central 1, zone and series. Go into a Cloud Console. Your name of the lab should be GCE Lab. Zone series is N1, machine type is 2V CPU. You have to change your series. Go back and check. Here to create a firewall, they said you have to allow the HTTP traffic and then click create. Create. And next, here to use SSH to connect to the virtual machine in the row for your machine, click on SSH. This is the launch of an SSH client directly from your browser. Here is a red square box which is indicating that you have to click on this SSH. Yeah, here is a SSH. Click on this. Connect. Go back and see. Here is your task 2. Your task 1 has been completed. Here is a task 2 where it's saying that install the Nginx web server. To install this, in the HSS terminal, to get root SS, run the following command. Now you have clicked on the SSS terminal. To get a root SS, to get a root SS to your terminal, you have to run this command. To run this command, you copy it and paste it over here. Paste it over here to get your root. Yeah, you have got your root here. How to know that? Because it's showing here root at GCE lab. This GCE lab is nothing but name of your instance. Go back, you have created your root. Then as the root users, update your OS. To update your OS, you have to run this command. Your expected output is this and you have got that. Then the third step is install Nginx. To install this, you have to run this command. And your fifth step is to see the web page, return to the Cloud Console and click the external IP link in the row for your machine. The external IP link. This is your external IP link. To see that, here, this is your external IP link. Click on it. Yeah, you got your external IP link. Then here is one to check your progress. To check your progress in the lab, click on this check button. So to whether you have done it properly or not, you have to click on it to check your progress. Yeah, as on the right side, you can see that you have scored 50 points here. Then your half of the work is done. Half of the project is done correctly. And moving to the next part, here you have task 3 where create a new instance with gcloud. To creating this new instance, in the Cloud Shell, use the gcloud to create a new virtual machine instance for the command line. You have to create a new virtual machine for a command line. So to create that, you have to copy this command and paste it over here. And check your progress. Yeah. See, assessment completed. You can see your score. You have done it correctly. To see all the defaults run, you have to create on it and continue to do. And after that, when your commands continuously runs out, then you have to press a Control C, and your expected output is this. And to come out from the command, tap Y to continue. When you type Y, you will be coming out of your console and press enter. Just to test your knowledge, you have one MCQ question just to test your knowledge, because you have worked on the creating a virtual machine. Through which of the following ways can you create a VM instance in the compute engine? So your answer should be, in this way you have to complete each and every lab of each and every quest to earn the skill badges.
So if you have any query, you can ask me regarding the labs. Okay, prepare your questions. We'll give this task at the last. Now, Prabhakar, over to you.
Hello everyone. I hope you people are not bored. So okay. Now first I want to congratulate you all that you have made it this far. Now that you have a basic idea of what all things you have to do, uh, now I think you are good to go. You people are good to go with your lab access and your credits, and use it wisely. And firstly, before learning, you people were wondering. You people would Did you ever wonder why cloud computing is booming in the industry? Booming as in why it's a hit movie kind of thing. I mean, why it's in everyone's tongue that cloud is important. Cloud is very much important for the companies and all. If you do research, you might know this thing. But let me tell you, cloud computing is something which has seen a surge in uh, surge in the adoption of that particular technology by all the IT firms. Now, what do I mean? Let me put my words into a simple sentences. Okay. Now I will tell you the six important and interesting facts about cloud computing. Okay. Now, you people might heard about Amazon, Microsoft, Google. All these are multinational companies. Okay, so these companies, after adopting cloud technology, have seen more than 40% of growth in their company scale. 40%, if you want me to put it in a figure, in a raw figure, I would say Microsoft saw 14.3 billions of increase in their revenue because of cloud technology. And also, one more important thing is, are you aware of hackers accessing the database of companies, throwing them into, companies are often stumble into ransomware attacks, phishing attacks, and all those things. So I think you people should do some research about it, because this is very important. And by the after the adoption of cloud technology, they have observed that it is more secure. It is more secure and it is beneficial for their company. Now I'll tell you, more than 60% of the IT companies in the industries are spending the spending the investment in the cloud based technologies. So the number of hiring of cloud engineers would be greater and greater. The growth of hello, am I audible?
Yes, bro.
Okay, thank you. The growth curve after adoption of cloud technology for the companies is exponentially increasing and increasing. So is the hiring for the cloud engineers. That means the growth by the cloud computing technology of the companies is directly proportional to the hiring of the employees. So I think this is the must-have skill for the students who are, who are pursuing engineering right now. So after all this research, after checking on the internet and all, I feel that this particular technology is serving very importantly for all the industries, for all the IT industries. Now, I told you more than 60% IT companies. Right now, they have almost started to adopt the technology. This is only 60%. Now, the left 40% companies are also taking the initiative towards the cloud computing technology because this is beneficial for their companies. And one more thing I'd like to tell you, in the USA, all the federal agencies. One second. Anas, we will take question answers within 2 minutes. Okay, give me 2 minutes. Let me explain the importance about this particular technology. All the federal agencies in the United States they have already adopted the cloud technology because of the security and the efficiency of this technology. And as you all know, if you might not know, you can go and do research on the Google. You can just Google it. Most active users of this cloud companies are banking sectors. Banking sectors are the most active users, and the adoption has taken place from a long time. Now, for most of the companies, cloud is used to store files and as a means for backup and recovery. You also know cloud storage Google is giving nowadays 15 GB, 25 GB, whatever that is. So companies are also using the same sort of technology. So I hope you now have a brief idea about what this technology is and how it is important for the companies. Because after graduation, you will be looking for jobs. So why not learning from here? Why not taking initiative towards this program and learning from the resources you have? All the registered students, I want you to dedicate your time for learning this particular program because it is very important. And also for those who don't have the subscription or they haven't got confirmation mail, don't be disappointed. You can also be part of it. Learn with your friends, get engaged with them. You can learn together. I feel it doesn't matter if someone gets certificate, but you will have the knowledge. You'll have the right knowledge, right? So that's why I urge you all. That's why I urge you all to take part in this program effectively and complete in the given time span. Only then you will receive certificate of appreciation from Google, goodies and swags. Okay. Mansi, thank you.
Any questions?
Hello. Most of us have not received the credits yet. So what should we do?
So yes, Neha. After going into this first quick labs, there is a tour of quick labs, which is of 45 minutes. You have to start that lab and you have to wait in that lab for minimum of 5 to 10 minutes. You can't leave that lab after starting it for 2.5 minutes and all. You have to wait it for 10 to 15 minutes. Then after that, go and check your credits. Even after that, if you don't get the 9 credits, sign out from the lab, again sign in, refresh that, you will get it surely. And we'll also post a video on that. So everybody, your this 9 credits issue will be solved.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Prakriti. Now, after this first virtual machine, you have seen there is clear cut instructions from Google, what to do, how to do, and when to do. Each and everything is mentioned. Then you can start and use your subscription credits, and by that you can start from now. And if you after hearing the rewards, I guess everybody is excited now to get the rewards from Google. So you can start it from now. Yeah, if you complete one track, you will get a certification and you will get badges, stickers, and one t-shirt from Google. If you complete both the tracks, you also saw you will get a bottle and a bag. So for that, you have to do both the tracks. Yes, Tushar. If you complete the whole lab, like after virtual machine, there were 4 next to that. If you complete all of them, there will be one small assignment question, MCQ type. If you complete that, you will get 14 credits.
I request everyone, if you have any doubt, you can just unmute yourself and ask. That way, we can be a little interactive. Thank you. Any still, if you have any doubts, you can just ask.
And one more thing, after 27th of October, Google will evaluate your labs, and if you do that correct, then you will get your swags and goodies. So you have to do it very correctly.
In Cloud Campaign 2, it will be very much easy for you if you are good with Cloud Campaign. So just focus on learning properly.
Prabhakar,
Yes.
your voice was breaking.
I said, please focus on learning this particular track. I mean, this first campaign, because if you learn this campaign, if you're good with this first campaign, there is one more campaign which we will be having in early January, like that. So it will be very much easy for you. Continue with that second part if you are comfortable with these basic concepts. Okay. Thank you.
So, friends, are your doubts cleared? Yeah, Tushar. So, it's upon you. If you want to do track 1, you will get that t-shirt and stickers. If you complete both the tracks, you will get more rewards and you will get both certificates of completing track 1 and track 2. So everybody, according to me, should do both the tracks. It will be helpful for you also in future. Yes, Nimra, you can do any one track. So if all the questions are cleared, now I request Mahima to take it from you.
One second. I have something. Hello, everyone. I want you all to join our chapter. It can be useful. Aman's question is, can you tell me where these certificate can be useful? Mansi?
Yeah, Amul. So I guess you're in second year, might be. So in third year and fourth year, you have to build a resume which you will send to companies, and there you will get evaluated how you are different from other candidates, what you have done apart from your academics, those 6 subjects, 3 labs, and all that matters. But what you have done apart from the curriculum. And also you can share this on your social media platforms like LinkedIn. You all might be aware of that. What are the benefits of that? And we all are here to help you. If you have any doubts regarding that, you can ask still. Yeah, Prakriti.
And one more
To
one more thing, the importance of this is the certificates is you can add this to your resume. If you add this to your resume, it will have some weightage, because having certification from Google is not a small thing, and not everyone gets certified from Google. Amul, I hope I have answered your question.
And Amul, now you won't get collecting certificates and all. If you go to third and fourth year, you will get to know what's this importance and all. When you have to pay for other like we all know that Udemy and all, there are platforms where you have to pay and get the certification courses. But in Google, you are getting it for free, and which will be of more value than any other platforms.
Everyone, I request you to please go join our chapter. I have just put the link in the chat box. You can check with the link, and you can take this link to join our chapter. Why to join the chapter means you will receive continuous updates about the events, all the events added and all. So it will be easy for you to communicate with us as well. Now, Mansi, you can.
Yes, Prakriti. Can you again raise your question? I'm not clear.
You can unmute yourself, Prakriti.
Actually, I was saying in the mail I got, there it said that I can register myself for the second cloud campaign also. So shall I do it now or can I do it later?
Yeah, Prakriti. Now Cloud Campaign 1 is going on. After this, I guess there is Android campaign, and after that there is a Cloud Campaign 2, which we have time. After months it will come. So you can register, but not now. There will be a time when we have to register Cloud Campaign 2. And it's not that if you register for Cloud Campaign 1, you can't register for further campaigns. You can do that also. And yes, if you do this well, you will get to know how to do it, and further campaigns will be very easy for you all. Yeah, I
Thank
hope
you.
I'm safe.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Is the certification given based on these 2 track records? Yeah, if you complete 1 track, you will get the certificate of first track only. And if you complete 2 tracks, you will get certificate. You will get 2 certificates of both first track and second track. And you will also get goodies and all, as I have mentioned before also. Yeah.
If you are a beginner, Amul, I suggest you go with track 1.
Still any questions? And yes, I read that question which was asked before. Can I do my labs on my own? Yes, I have just explained the first track, first thing, creating virtual machine. From next onwards, you have to do it by your own. And if you have any doubts, you can ask to our tech lead and our first cloud facilitator Mansi and our lead Prabhakar and all other core members. We are here to help you. So I guess all the queries have been resolved. So now I request Mahima to continue from here.
Thank you, Mansi. So, good evening, everyone. Now we have come to the last part of the event. This is vote of thanks. So, I'd like to thank our management for giving us this opportunity to conduct this, to organize this event. And I believe that you have enjoyed this informative session. I would also like to thank our principal sir for being the pillar of encouragement and support in all these kind of things. Sir has always supported us to think out of box and to do such events. So yes, my sincere gratitude to Principal Dr. Ravindra Eklarkar sir. I would also like to thank our GDSC faculty coordinator Shravan sir, who is also a TP officer and he's from Tripoli department. Sir has been always with us, supporting us, guiding us, and I think without him we could have not reached till here. So organizing this event with help of Sir is what we have did. So I thank Sir Shravan sir for always helping us and being with us throughout all the events and all the other programs that we are conducting. And I also thank our lead Prabhakar, who is uh, a pillar of this GDSC. A deep sense of appreciation to him for always handling everything and leading us in the right path to achieve many more things out of the box, out of our syllabus. And he's always supportive and he's also leading us well. So I thank him. Thank you, Prabhakar. I also thank Mansi and
You're
Nasir.
welcome.
I would also extend my sincere gratitude to Nasir and Mansi for leading this cloud campaign one and giving us such an information about all these events which are held in cloud program. So thank you for all your untiring efforts that you have done these days to give us this wonderful informative session. And I'd also like to thank the catalyst of today's event, Mansi Pathak, as she led the program. She led the event so well, and she handled it very beautifully. So thank you, Mansi. I'd also like to thank Sneha and Sidramappa, who have worked hard so much and who has always guided us. So you people are the budding rock stars of GDSC, we can say. So thank you so much. And I also like to thank all the GDSC core team members who have worked hard behind the scenes to execute this event successfully. All the technical teams and all the juniors, especially who have made the registrations done and who have guided others, those who don't know anything about this event. So, especially our juniors who Prabhakar has already mentioned few of the names. So I thank all of them and all the seniors also. Everyone is doing great, and we all assure you all that we'll be providing many more such events and many more such uh, good things, good resources for you all to build up your career. And I believe that today's session was really helpful for all of you as Mansi Pathak and Prabhakar has already told you all that how important is this cloud campaign and the certifications and all the goodies that you'll be getting. So, see, we are from Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College and we are not habituated by this way of learning things. So this is the time where we have to come out of a comfort zone, try to learn all these new things. It might be difficult, but also tell that it is worth it. And again, I believe that you all got to know what to do. But only gathering information is good, it's appreciative, but if you don't work on it, then it's again waste. So I also believe that you'll surely work hard on whatever all everybody has told till now, and you'll grab all your goodies and certifications. And I also believe that I personally think that if you have remained till the last, then you're surely very much eager to have a bright future and you're dedicated towards your career. So I appreciate you all for that. And I also believe that by your hard work, you'll reach to greater heights. And yeah, wishing you all the best. And I hope you'll enjoy all the sessions and you'll complete both the tracks. So once again, I thank everyone. Thank you.